Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge von Let's Play Game of Thrones, das Rollenspiel. Wir stehen hier mit Alester vor der harten Residenz in Königsmund und wollen da bei unserem guten, nicht unbedingt Freund, aber hoffentlich Verbündeten, Arryn Harten, Bericht erstatten.
Alester, were you able to discover anything?
I know what happened. The murderers in the sewers were targeting a boy by the name of Cedric Rivers. His last name leaves no room for doubt. He's a bastard child, just like those the Queen is hunting down. But the assassins also killed whoever else was in the hideout at that time, and that's how Garwin fell victim to them.
How can something this dreadful have been allowed to happen?
He really is dead. His body was moved to the city watchtower. I saw it with my own eyes.
By the father. That poor boy. Sir Desmond told me of the bandits you encountered. Was it they who killed Garwin?
The Reapers did the dirty work. There's no denying that. But they were just pawns. They are now paying for their crimes.
What do you mean?
I coerced some of their members to tell me what happened, and that information led me to the city watchtower. That's where I found Garwin's corpse. But that's not all. The leader of the Reapers, the murderer himself, was locked up there. He confessed everything. The commander of the city watch paid him to carry out the task. Then he left him to rot in the dungeons, so that the crime would never be traced back to him. And here is the proof. Look at this letter. It was Valar himself who gave the assassination order to the commander of the city watch. He's behind everything.
Are you saying your half-brother murdered Garwin? I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing?
Reading between the lines of this letter, it appears that he acted on behalf of the Queen. Look at what's written here. See that you do not leave any witness. He must have known that Garwin would be with Cedric. Valar was trying to capture my brother after all. This was an ideal opportunity for him. He didn't leave him any chance of clearing his name.
You believe he acted out of revenge?
Obviously. He wants to wipe out the Sarwiks and take control of Riverspring. Valar used this opportunity to get rid of him. One less obstacle in the way of his conquest. He is now assured that he will become head of House Sarwick, being both my sister's husband and my father's only descendant.
What are you planning to do?
Garwin was my brother. I can't just let that bastard Valar destroy my family. He will pay with his blood. I'll never let that wretch take the ancestral lands of House Sarwick. I already have this letter which proves his involvement in the sewer murders. I have to find out what it is that links these murders and expose Valar's treachery. Once the people learn of his treachery, the Queen will have no choice but to sever her ties with him.
You are right. The answer probably lies with the bastards that the Queen is hunting down.
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, if you think about it, isn't that what all these murders have in common? All the victims were bastards. In fact, you helped track one of them down yourself, didn't you?
I only helped the Queen to get back my land and titles. It was the best way to show my loyalty, and I'm willing to get my hands dirty so that my family can regain its former wealth.
Certainly. And your resolve does you credit. But why did she call on you? If these targets really were enemies of the Crown, why didn't she send the gold cloaks?
Indeed. She chose an inconspicuous method every time.
The Queen does not wish for this matter to be made public.
These bastards are not chosen at random. Valar himself is one, but he's not worried. So there must be some other link between them, but what? I can't put my finger on it.
I might have a lead on this matter. One of my contacts at court passed a letter on to me. It's from Lord Jon Arryn himself, the King's Hand. He sent it to the Red Keep sometime before his death. It was meant for Grand Meister Pycelle, who sits on the Royal Council.
Ach, den ich ja auch so gerne mag. Und die Kenner der Serie wissen ja, warum Cersei unbedingt Bastarde aus dem Weg haben will. Was nehmen wir denn? Doch, ich weiß, wer das ist. Also Großmeister Pycelle oder Pycelle, wie er ihn ausgesprochen hat. Das ist halt, ja, der Großmeister, wie es hier steht, von Königsmund, beziehungsweise insgesamt des Reiches. Und ja, hat einen Sitz im kleinen Rat und ansonsten ist es einfach nur ein sehr lästiger Charakter. So Cersei ist persönlicher kleiner Schoßhund. Und ja. So. Nehmen wir mal das hier.
You claim he wrote a letter just 2 weeks before his death. But what did it say?
Well, John Arryn asked the Grand Maester to consult a book on the lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. And this came after he was seen in the company of Stannis Baratheon, visiting various dens of ill repute. It caused quite a stir. If you're unfamiliar with these two men, they have long established reputations of unfailing virtue. Normally, neither of them would ever frequent that kind of establishment. After a little investigating, I learned that the Hand had visited half a dozen bastards that day, one of whom was the potter that you and Sir Valar killed. In light of all these pieces of information, I've some doubts that John Arryn's death was by natural causes.
You think that because he was walking about town and consulting some tome on lineage that someone had the hand of the king assassinated?
Think about it. If John Arryn discovered something about those bastards that someone powerful didn't want him to know, I have a feeling that this book on lineages holds the key to this mystery. And I've sent word to a man capable of shedding light on all of that for us. He's a Meister of the Citadel called Rupert. He's also an expert in ancient texts, and it just so happens that he has worked on the book. I do not know him personally, but he has agreed to meet with us. He was asked to bring a copy of the tomb.
Why call on this Maester Rupert?
Grand Maester Pycelle is the Queen's loyal servant. It would be highly inadvisable to contact him directly. However, there is still one concern to settle: the payment.
How much is he asking for?
That's the problem. He does not seek money. If he did, this matter would already be settled. He wants a particular settlement, but he refuses to explain himself in writing. He would rather discuss this in private.
Fine, I will meet with him. Where can I find him?
The meeting has been arranged near an illegal arena, hidden in the sewers. I sincerely hope he will give us the help we need. I've already taken the liberty of sending Sir Desmond there, as he knows these parts well. He will be able to come to your aid if something goes wrong.
Thank you, Lord Halton.
Sir Desmond war doch der mit dieser komischen Stimme, oder? Und haben mal so gesprochen. Irgendwie so in der Art. Naja. Treffen wir den halt wieder. Und dann ab in die Kanalisation. Schön, dass ich das so freudig sagen kann. So. Ja, für Kenner der Serie ist dieser Akt, glaube ich, nicht sehr spannend, dieses Herausfinden, warum John Arryn gestorben ist. Weil das weiß man ja dann. Das wohl dann eher noch für die interessant, die Serie dann nicht kennen, dann will ich jetzt auch nicht spoilern. Die Wahl eurer Rüstung hat einen großen Einfluss darauf, wie gut ihr einen Angriff abwehren könnt. Irgendwie logisch, oder? Geht in Gesprächen wohl überlegt vor. Die Wahl eurer Worte wirkt sich auf den späteren Spielverlauf aus. Das behaupten irgendwie mal alle Spiele und nur bei, keine Ahnung, 25% dieser Spielen ist das auch wirklich so. Beziehungsweise am Ende laufen sie doch alle aufs selbe Ende hinaus. So wie Life is Strange. Also das Ende war enttäuschend. Ganz ehrlich. Huch. Da prügeln sich zwei. So. Prügeln wollen wir uns höchstwahrscheinlich dann auch. Warum sollten wir sonst hier sein? Rupert. Ja, der sieht ja echt toll aus. Hi.
Maester Rupert, here is the man I was speaking of. Sir Alester Sarwick.
It's an honor, sir. Now that your friend is here, let us get straight to the point. I understand that one of my books has piqued your interest?
Indeed, Maester. The book on the lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. You have brought it with you, haven't you?
Don't get ahead of yourself. You'll get the book, but only once you've paid me the price I ask.
What is your price, then?
The price is my life. You have no doubt heard of the secret fights organized in this arena. Well, I've gotten myself into a bit of a debt there.
What kind of debt?
The kind of bet I'll never be able to fully repay. I wagered with the owner of this ring a life of servitude against all his riches. And I lost. As is traditional for merchants of the free cities, Ossifer is proclaiming to everyone that I'm his slave. He left me only one way out. If I want to be free again, I have to defeat his champion in the arena. The problem is that his champion is a savage warrior who goes by the name of Eric. They say he can crush the skulls of his enemies with his bare hands.
I see. You clearly stand no chance against him.
Exactly. But Ossifer never said I couldn't appoint a man to fight for me. Unfortunately, I don't know of anyone in King's Landing who could possibly defeat such a brute.
Ich weiß, worauf er hinaus
Now I
will.
understand why you have turned to us.
Yes, I'm sure it's quite obvious. I think you stand a much better chance in this arena than me.
Maybe. It's just that I don't typically put on a show in illegal fights.
Sir Alester, a man must sometimes take the darker path that will lead him to the light of justice. Come on. This book would allow you to see exactly what the Queen fears so much, and to bring down Valar at the same time.
Fine. I will do whatever is necessary to avenge Gawain's death.
Wonderful. You're a lifesaver, sir.
You know full well that I am not doing this for you, Rupert.
No matter. It all amounts to the same thing for me. Leave me a moment. I need to formalize everything with Ossifer. There he is, Ossifer. That man right there is my champion.
Oh, I really didn't think you'd manage to talk some poor bastard into this. Welcome, sir. So, you're willing to risk your life for this ass of a man? I hope you know what you're doing.
So you'll keep your word, eh? If he defeats your champion, my debt is no more.
Yes, but we both know that will never happen. Eric is undefeated. As you have chosen to die in the arena, you'll need a fighting name. How do you wish to be introduced to the crowd?
Die Flamme Rolors. Ich will einen Namen zum Ehren von Rolor. Ja, komm schon. Wir sind Priester, das passt doch.
I will be Azor Ahai, warrior of the light.
What a spectacular name. It should be a real crowd pleaser. Take the door on the left and prepare yourself down there. Then speak to the guard when you're ready. He'll give me the signal and open the gate for you. Better say your prayers. My champion, Eric, comes straight out of the wild lands beyond the wall. As for you, Rupert, remember, if your champion dies today, your family will join you in your life of servitude, as agreed.
Macht euch unten im Vorbereitungsraum bereit und sagt der Wache Bescheid, sobald der Kampf beginnen kann. Treten wir direkt gegen den Champion an? Keine Vorrunden oder so? Abgeschlossen. Also der Raum. Ja. So. Nein, warte, jetzt will ich den... Nee. Das ist nicht der Weg, den ich wollte. Wo laufe ich denn jetzt hin? Nein! Ach. Ach, ich bin doch blöd. Einfach blöd. So, dahin. Nein, das ist von... Das ist scheinbar unser Gegner. Das heißt, ich bin genau im falschen Raum. Hey, ich habe einen Orientierungssinn wie ein Schnitzel. Warte. So. So, hier hoch. Da. Wo muss ich dann hin? Hier hin. Ja.
The fight is going to start any time now. I was able to learn a little about your opponent. Ask me what you'd like to learn, as we have precious little time.
Does this giant have some sort of flaw I can take advantage of?
They say that once he bleeds, it doesn't stop. Cut him and he'll continue to weaken as the fight drags on. Do you hear that? This is it. It's time for your duel.
A flame will soon be extinguished.
Wie poetisch. Und er speichert automatisch. Jetzt braucht man da immer Vorrundenkämpfe.
Are you ready?
Open the gate. Let's get this over with.
Prepare to be amazed! Tonight, we are lucky enough to be witnessing some unexpected entertainments. For your pleasure tonight, a stranger decided to step up into our arena. Please welcome Azor Ahai! He's going up against a warrior who has fought and killed more than 12 men. You all know who I'm talking about? Here is Erok, of the wild lands that lie beyond the wall. Only one of these warriors will leave this arena victorious. Which will it be? I hope you have all placed your wagers. Let the fight commence!
So. Trefferwahrscheinlichkeit für den nächsten bewegungsunfähig. Ich habe leider nichts, was Bluten anrichtet. Genial. So, schmeiß den mal um. Und dann kannst du das ruhig nochmal machen. Oder auch nicht, weil ich nicht genug Ausdauer habe. Aber da er scheinbar keine Rüstung hat, mache ich ihm so viel Schaden. Okay, der ist... Da haut er uns um. Der Arsch. Regenerative Hitze. Jetzt hat er uns schon wieder umgehauen. Der Sack. Komm. Und Energie regenerieren kannst du auch direkt. So, und dann schmeiß ihn auch nochmal um. So. Das ist der einzig sinnvolle Angriff, den ich habe. Ich habe noch eine Mixtur, die ich mal trinken kann. So, und dann setze ich auch mal meine Flammenwaffe mal eben noch ein. Es sei denn, ich werde zu Boden geschmissen und sterbe. Los, Alester, steh auf! Los! Sind wir... Das ist die Eine Flammenwaffe hat sehr voll gebracht, ganz ehrlich. 209. Oh, das erste Mal, dass wir mit Alester so einen Finisher-Move sehen. Hatten wir bis jetzt auch noch nie. Alester hat Stufe 5 erreicht. So, der hat er nix. Intensität. Stachel des Manticores. Er hat es mit dem zu Boden gestoßenen Gegner. Das nehmen wir direkt. Und Gegenangriff. Stark wie ein Bär. Oh. Interessant. So. Roller. Wiedergeburt. Nachdem ihr getötet wurdet, werdet ihr automatisch mit 25% Lebenskraft wiederbelebt. Sehr schön. Einmal Kampf. Wärter. Kurzklingenwaffen. Leichte Rüstungen. Wärter. Kurzklingenwaffen. Leichte Rüstungen. Nochmal ein bisschen was auf leichte Rüstungen. So. Gut. Ja, sonst kann man ja nichts leveln. Schwätzig. Bei der Audienz mit der Königin Cersei auch rhetorische Fähigkeiten unter Beweis gestellt. Ach ja, ich habe rhetorische Fähigkeiten. Oh, 37 Silberhirsche erlangt. Sehr schön. Das wollte ich mir nochmal kaufen. Ach, so eine Lederrüstung, ne? Besonderer. So. Würde ich auch noch gerne wieder den Weg in die Arena zurückfinden. Der natürlich nicht hier, also den ganzen Gang wiederfinden. Nein, das ist vollkommen falsch, was ich hier mache. Da hoch muss ich. Jubelt die Menge mir zu? Stehen da schon wieder neue drin? Nee. Ist ja auch ein wenig übertrieben. So, Rupert, ich habe dein armseliges Leben gerettet.
You should be proud, Sir Alester. That was a fight to remember.
Wonderful. You just saved my life.
Damn! You killed one of my best men! But by the seven, was this show worth it?
Reminds me of the good old days, in the time of the great Lucifer the Unvanquished. What a fight!
I was not fighting for mere glory. The book, Rupert.
Here you go. You deserved it. You're an excellent fighter. If you ever fight in these parts again, you must send me word.
Let us return to my lord's residence, Sir Alester. We'll feel more at ease there.
You go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very well. Here, take this key. It'll let you access the basement from the courtyard. I made good use of it at times, when my lord sent me down here to recruit fighters. Be safe, and return to us soon.
Come back anytime, my friend. This arena will always welcome you. You will soon make a name for yourself, and a fortune. Just let me find a new champion first. It's going to take a while, so feel free to take a look around town in the meantime.
Und neue Hoffnung. Trefft Lord Arryn vor seinem Haus in Königsmund, um das Buch zu untersuchen, das Master Rupert euch gegeben hat. So. Gut, ich würde aber sagen, das war erst für diese Folge und bis dahin sage ich erstmal Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal, wenn es wieder als Let's Play Game of Thrones und macht's gut.